like a light, lighting up in the dark. You make it right, I forgot how to act, it's so classic. Every time you make me nervous and I lose my words. It's been a while since I forgot the most simple words. I feel calm when you're around, like nothing can break me.
Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Creating This Home. Welcome. If you are new here, I am Kayla, a married mother of 5, and I absolutely love making these inspiring, homemaking, motivational videos. Okay, y'all, jumping right in. Today, we are deep cleaning my sectional. My sofa is it's had it. It's been through the ringer. We've had it for quite some time. My children sit, play, everything on this sofa. So it was time to get in here and get this sofa deep cleaned. Many, if not most of you, will recognize that my voice is under the weather. I don't feel bad, but I have been ill over this past week. My family and I got the flu, and we are recovering and feeling much better, which is the reason why I decided to go ahead and tackle this sectional today. So I'm just starting off with removing the pillows from my sofa, and y'all, there is some of everything underneath these pillows, and it doesn't look like it. Right here, it looks like there's just a bunch of crumbs, but wait until I bust out the broom, y'all. There are things that are just stuck in the crevices of this sofa that I just couldn't get with my vacuum. So I'm taking my red key P9 and I'm using an attachment that goes with it to vacuum out the chair before I start sweeping or using the broom to get the rest of the stuff that was stuck in the back of the sofa. So that is what you see me doing now. Also, my children were having an absolute blast with the cushions of this chair. I remember being younger and my mom would deep clean our sofas or our couches, and I would take the cushions off and make a fort or build myself a little tent and just have a blast. And just to see my children just doing the same thing that I did as a child brings my heart so much joy. Y'all, this is the red key P9, and it is absolutely the best vacuum out on the market today. It is about $120. This is not sponsored, but the suction on this little thing is amazing. It comes with 3 different detachable heads that you can rotate, and on top of that, it gets in all of the little nooks and crannies that you can't reach with your everyday vacuum. I am using it, as you can see, to vacuum the back of my couch, and this thing hands down puts other vacuums to shame. And I had to recommend this to you because of the fact that I love it so much myself. Okay, friends, now that I have almost completed vacuuming the entire back of my sectional, which these pillows that you see are non-detachable pillows, which means that they require a lot more elbow grease and manual work. I have bust out the broom, y'all. And I'm getting down in between the nooks and crannies of this sectional. I have got to get it cleaned. So that's what you see me doing now, is definitely just getting in there with the broom and just trying to get any of that stuff that is stuck back there. And let me tell you, there was Legos and there was just more dust and crumbs and so forth and so on. I did find a sock. I did not get it out in the video because it was just wedged in there. I'm going to take my red key P9 now and just vacuum up the mess that I did find and proceed from there.
Now I know why it never worked out before. High low, it would always turn out bad, so bad. But every time we start a fight, we always stop in time. We both know how to be.
Now that I have gotten this sectional vacuumed and swept and free of debris, I can finally start the process of shampooing and deep cleaning. Like I mentioned before, the pillows on the back of this sectional are non-detachable, which means that I got to get in there with my good old elbow grease and get the job done. Also, this was absolutely a tedious job. I was trying to work the water and the solution into the microfiber fabric without soaking it so much that I could not extract the water back out. So I had to be careful and very delicate with the way that I was allowing the water to soak in, if you know what I mean. So I was really just running the water across the top of the fabric and then quickly extracting it from the fabric. And that worked well for me. So I'm not trying to soak the fabric, even though it looks like it. I am definitely just trying to run the water across the fabric and then quickly extract it out.
Sometimes, but I know we're safe. Two peas in a pod, a roller coaster to walk out the door. We could be in control, but we just keep on putting on a show. And baby, I don't mind it. Let them talk, they don't get it. That we are two peas in a pod.
Now that I'm finally on the home stretch of shampooing and deep cleaning this sectional, I am so thankful to God for the energy and the health that I have to accomplish this task. Although this is a larger task and no, it's not part of my everyday routine, I am just so thankful to have my children jumping and screaming and building forts and being children while I get this job done, because there is just nothing like having a happy home and having happy children and healthy children, you know. So I am definitely counting my blessings as I get this job done. And we mamas that are doing homemaking, or papas too, you know, papas, if you're doing homemaking, you do not have to do this alone. Put me on your TV, put me on your tablet, on your phone, in your ear. We can do this together. You know, we can clean together. We can motivate each other together. We do not have to spend time alone and in the realm of, oh my goodness, I just don't want to do this. You do not have to feel that way. You have a friend here, and I'm here to motivate and to encourage you that you're doing a good job. Whatever you get done today, tomorrow, the next day, you are doing a fantastic job, and give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. So now that I'm finishing up with this sectional, it wasn't too bad, but I definitely still have the little footstool here that I'm going to finish up with. And then after that, we are going to work on the cushions.
I get jealous, I get down, running to the clubs, trying to have fun, but I'm overzealous, it goes around. We should cut to the chase right about now. I think we should talk about it. That
Moving on to the cushions that I have finally retrieved from my children. I am going to repeat that same process of just spraying the cushions down and then extracting the water from it. And it looks like I'm overspraying the cushions, but I can assure you I am not, and I am extracting plenty of water from it. And when you see the water, it was just nasty. It was gross. It was just dirty. Filthy. I'm very happy, very pleasantly surprised with how well this shampooing job came out. I definitely need to do this a little bit more frequently than I have been doing, like I mentioned before. However, I know some of you may be saying, well, Kayla, don't the seat cushions come off? Can't you take the fabric off the bottom parts? Yes, you can, and you can throw it into the washer, but I was just feeling like I needed to shampoo. These definitely come off. This part of the cushions, you can unzip the back of them and just throw them in the wash, but because they're so delicate and they get so stringy afterwards, I just prefer to shampoo versus to deal with all the strings and so forth and so on when it comes out of the wash machine. So I just took the shortcut. That's it. And you see me now, I'm moving through these cushions fairly fast, and that's because I didn't really have a lot to get off of them. It was really just the back of the sectional that was mainly had a lot of stains and just fingerprints, and my kids are 5, 7, 10, 13, and 13. So my 5 and 7-year-old, they have little sticky hands and little boogery noses from time to time, and I'm sure they have put all of that. It's gross, but it's the truth. I'm sure they have put numerous things up here, but this is a real life deep cleaning video. I live real life with 5 kids, so it's inevitable. These things happen, but I am almost finished with deep cleaning this last cushion, and then I'm going to show you all the water. I have to say, I was not expecting the water to be like this, but what can I say? With 5 children and a husband living in the house with me, I mean, this is to be expected, but thank God, like I said, that I have the opportunity to get this stuff deep cleaned. So now I'm moving on to my bar stools, and you can see the little nasty fingerprints, and you can see all of the stuff that is caked and gunked and scummed up there. And I'm just going to take my shampooer and just go ahead and do the same thing that I did with the sectional and just get these clean. And because they're smaller and less fabric, it took me less time to clean these. And I know that you see my external light right there. My baby, who was 5, Junior, he wanted to set up the light for me. And since I was like, okay, anytime my children are more than willing to help, I'm always letting them help. And he placed it right there. So you get to see my external light and how I film and shoot these videos. Typically, it wouldn't be right there. It would be out of sight. But because he put that there for me, I definitely was not going to move it. And it was all right. Such is life. So I'm continuing with shampooing these bar stools. And like I said, these were really easy to get done because they're so small, for one. And then for two, again, there's not a lot of fabric. So getting these done took me no time at all. I did forget to do the 2 that were in my kitchen area by my island. I forgot those 2, but I did get these 6 done. So there's 8 in total, but you only see me doing 6 because I forgot to. So now that I got all of these done, the water on this, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was bad enough. And you can see the night and day difference between when I first started and what they look like now. So that I'm happy about. I'm very, very happy about. And here are the cushions that I definitely cleaned, and they are looking much better, much better than what they were. And here's what the back of the sectional looks like. And I'm not saying that I got this thing squeaky clean, but this is a night and day difference. This is the next day when I put the cushions all back on, and things are just looking beautiful. The red is much more vibrant, and I can definitely tell that this chair has been deep cleaned. It is the next day, and I'm just going to get the throw blankets and the pillows that belong on the sofa and get them placed back to where they were before, and just get my sectional feeling homey and just cozy as it was before. So that is what I'm doing now, is just putting all of the things back where they belong. Also, mamas and papas, let me know down in the comments, how often do you deep clean your sofas, or do you have them professionally done? Do you do them yourself? Do you have the kind that unzip and just come straight off and you can throw it in the washer? Do you prefer that? Or are you like me and you just go in with the elbow grease and just get it all done? Now I'm just putting the bar stools back where they belong, and I am going to move along to get in my linen closet done. So this is what my linen closet is looking like right now. This is the side of the house that my husband and I share, and this is our linen closet. So these are all of our blankets and sheets and flat sheets and towels and everything and so forth and so on that go in our room that belong to us. So first things first is definitely just pulling everything out. And believe it or not, I was able to declutter a lot of sheets and flat sheets that we were no longer using. I found a few bed skirts. We don't even use bed skirts anymore, so I was able to get rid of those, and they were in very good condition, so I was able to donate a lot of it as I was purging through it and getting rid of some things. But I thoroughly enjoyed going through this closet. It was not a hard task at all. It was definitely needed and necessary for me to go through it, because, you know, just like any other linen closet, it was getting junky, and we were just kind of just shoving things in here, and you know, things just get disorganized. So it was time for me to get in here and get the situation taken care of, and that's what I did.
Exactly how you feel. I'm just trying to keep it real. Let me love you on the inside, love you on the inside. Tell me exactly what you mean. You mean everything to me. Let me love you on the inside, love you on the inside.
So I know this is not the best angle, but I did the best that I could to get this angle right here, so you don't get to see how much I am actually putting in and what I am saving and what I'm not saving. But basically my method to this madness was that if it just wasn't a matching set, I did not keep it. So if the pillowcases, the flat sheet, and the sheet did not match, I was not keeping it. And it just makes it easier for me when I go to change the sheets on my bed to have the whole set versus having mismatch. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I grew up like that, where nothing matched in our home. It was just like the pillowcases were different from the sheets, and if we even had a flat sheet, then you know that was just by the grace of God that matched. The blanket never matched the sheet. So, but I survived and I'm okay. And I thank God for the sheets back then that kept me warm, and the blankets back then that kept me warm, and those pillowcases that I got to lay my head on. I thank God for those too. But yeah, so if it's not a matching set in my home, I'm not keeping it. I'm donating it. And these things were in really good condition. So I was happy to give it away to another home who was very needing of it or wanting it. And a lot of the time I will pass it down to my family before. And then I'll let them give things away. Whatever they don't like or whatever they don't want to use. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just purging and decluttering these sheets in here. And here's where I was finding all the bed skirts. And I was like, wow, it's been so long since I've seen a bed skirt. And I don't even know why I was holding on to them, y'all. But they were in there. So I'm definitely getting this closet purged and decluttered. And you'll see here in a second that I will go and get a trash bag so that I can put all the things that we are not keeping in the bag. And I actually end up grabbing a step stool as well because I could not reach everything that was up at the top. And I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'11". Fun fact about me, I am very tall. I'm 5'11", so very close to 6 foot. And I still could not reach the top of our linen closet because there's just so much stuff stacked up. And that was a main reason why I wanted to purge and declutter, was to get rid of some of the stuff that we were just not using. And I managed to accomplish and achieve that goal today. So I was so happy. I just want to thank you all so much for watching and for hanging out with me today, for taking the time out of your day just to put me on your TV and let the video roll if that's what you were doing, or cleaning along with me if that's what you chose to do as well. Remember that we do not have to do homemaking alone. You do not have to do homemaking alone. You know, put me on your TV, put me on your tablet, on your phone, on your Bluetooth earbuds. It does not matter. I am here for you. And I am definitely here to motivate you and encourage you and let you know that, you know, have some grace on yourself. And whatever you choose to get done, if you get anything done today, that is amazing. You know, the fact that you're still here on top of the dirt, that's a blessing in itself. And, you know, we sometimes forget to give ourselves grace, and we sometimes forget that, you know, we are loved through our homemaking acts of service. You know what I'm saying? So when you wash the dishes, or you clean out a linen closet, or you shampoo the sofa, or whatever it is that you choose to do on that day, you know, remember to have grace on yourself, because you did something that's serving a purpose, and you absolutely are worthy of grace and mercy. And so I just want to put that out there and let you know that, you know, you are not doing this alone. I'm doing this right along with you. We can home make together. So I'm putting away the stand that I was, the little step stool that I was standing on. And here's that garbage bag that I was telling you about. I filled it up, and I was just, it felt so much lighter to get all of that stuff out of my linen closet and have it neat and organized. If you are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified every time that I upload a new video. Also, give me a big thumbs up if you like the content that I am putting out. I would truly appreciate it, as it helps me in the YouTube algorithm. I can't say enough about this linen closet. I am very pleased with the way that it came out. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all on the next one. Bye.
Feeling the sun on my face in Hawaii. I won't make it easy for you now.